Chapter 42 The Book of Dreams. Abu Salama reported, I used to see dreams and was so much perturbed that I began to quiver and have temperature, but did not cover myself with a mantle. I met Abu Qatada and made a mention of that to him. He said, I heard Allah's messenger as saying, a good vision comes from Allah, and a bad dream, hulm, from devil. So when one of you sees a bad dream, hulm, which he does not like, he should spit on his left side thrice, and seek refuge with Allah from its evil, then it will not harm him. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Abu Qatada, but there is no mention of the words Abu Salama. I saw dreams which perturbed me, but I did not cover myself with a mantle. This hadith has been reported on the authority of Sudi, with the same chain of transmitters, but it does not contain the words. I felt disturbed because of that, and there is an addition of these words in the hadith transmitted on the authority of Yunus. Then spit thrice on the left side when you get up from sleep. Abu Qatada reported Allah's messenger as saying, a good vision is from Allah and a bad dream, hulm, is from the Satan. So if one of you sees anything in a dream which he dislikes, he should spit on his left side thrice and seek refuge with Allah from its evil, and then it will never harm him. Abu Salama said, I used to see dreams weighing more heavily upon me than a mountain, but since I heard this hadith, I don't care for its burden. Abu Salama reported, I used to see dreams, but the hadith transmitted on the authority of Layth bin Numan, the words of Abu Salama at the concluding part of the hadith are not mentioned. Ibn Rum has reported in the hadith, one who sleeps should change the side on which he had been lying before. Abu Qatada reported Allah's messenger as saying, the good vision are from Allah and the evil dreams are from the Satan. If one sees a dream which one does not like, one should spit on one's left side and seek the refuge of Allah from the Satan. It will not do any harm. It will not do one any harm. And one should not disclose it to anyone. And if one sees a good vision, one should feel pleased, but should not disclose it to anyone, but whom one loves. Abu Salama reported, I used to see such horrible dreams. Abu Salama reported, I used to see such horrible dreams that I fell ill. I saw Abu Qatada, who also said, I used to see dreams which made me sick until I heard Allah's messenger as saying, good dreams are from Allah, so if any one of you sees which he likes, he should not disclose it to one, but whom he loves. But if he sees something which he does not like, he should spit on his left side thrice and seek refuge with Allah from the mischief of the Satan, and its mischief, of the dream, and he should not relate it to anyone, then it would not harm him. Jabir reported Allah's messenger as saying, if anyone sees a dream which he does not like, he should spit on his left side 3 times and seek refuge with Allah from the Satan 3 times, and let him turn over from the side on which he was sleeping. Abu Huraira reported Allah's Messenger as saying, when the time draws near, when the resurrection is near, a believer's dream can hardly be false, and the truest vision will be of one who is himself the most truthful in speech, for the vision of a Muslim is the 45th part of prophecy. And dreams are of three types: one good dream, which is a sort of good tidings from Allah; the evil dream, which causes pain, is from the Satan; and the third one is a suggestion of one's own mind. So if any one of you sees a dream which he does not like, he should stand up and offer prayer, and he should not relate it to people. And he said, I would love to see feathers in the dream, but I dislike wearing of necklace, for the feathers is an indication of one's steadfastness in religion. The narrator said, I do not know whether this is a part of the hadith or the words of Ibn Sirin. Abu Huraira reported, I love to see feathers, but I hate necklace in a dream, for feathers signifies one's steadfastness in religion. And he also reported Allah's Messenger as saying, the vision of a believer is 46th part of prophecy. This hadith has been transmitted on the authority of Abu Huraira, and the words are, when the time draws near. The rest of the hadith is the same. Muhammad B. Sirin reported from Abu Huraira a hadith from Allah's Apostle, and he mentioned in his hadith his words, I dislike shackles, up to the end of his statement, but he made no mention of this. A vision is a 46th part of prophecy. Ubadah B. As-Samit reported Allah's Messenger as saying, the vision of a believer is the 46th part of prophecy. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Anas bin Malik through another chain of transmitters. Abu Huraira reported Allah's Messenger as saying, verily the vision of a believer is one of the 46th part of prophecy. Abu Huraira reported Allah's Messenger as saying, the vision of a Muslim, which he sees, of which is shown to him. And in the hadith transmitted on the authority of Ibn Mushir, the words are, the pious dream is the 46th part of prophecy. Abu Huraira reported Allah's Messenger as saying, the vision of a pious man is the 46th part of prophecy. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Yahya b. Abu Kathir with the same chain of transmitters. This hadith has been narrated on the authority of Abu Huraira through another chain of transmitters. Ibn Umar reported Allah's Messenger as saying, the pious dreams are the 70th part of prophecy. This hadith has been reported on the authority of Ubaydullah with the same chain of transmitters. A hadith like this has been reported on the authority of Nafi with the same chain of transmitters, and the words are, I think Ibn Umar said, the 70th part from prophecy. Chapter 1. The words of the Prophet saw, whoever sees me in a dream has indeed seen me. Abu Huraira reported Allah's Messenger as saying, he who saw me in a dream in fact saw me, for the Satan does not appear in my form. Abu Huraira reported, I heard Allah's Messenger as saying, he who saw me in a dream would soon see me in the state of wakefulness, or as if he saw me in a state of wakefulness, for the Satan does not appear in my form. Abu Qatada reported Allah's Messenger as saying, he who saw me in dream in fact saw the truth. What is true? The above two hadith have been narrated likewise through another chain of transmitters. Jabir reported Allah's Messenger as saying, he who saw me in sleep in fact saw me, for it is not possible for the Satan to appear in my form. And he also said, when any one of you sees a hulm, he should not inform anyone, for it is a sort of vain sport of devil in the state of sleep. Jabir bin Abdullah reported Allah's messenger as saying, he who saw me in a dream in fact saw me, for the Satan cannot assume my form. Chapter 2. No one should speak of how the shaitan toyed with him in his sleep. Jabir reported Allah's messenger as saying, there came to him the Holy Prophet, a desert Arab, and said, I saw in a dream that I had been beheaded, and I had been following it, the severed head. Allah's apostle reprimanded him, saying, do not inform about the vain sporting of devil with you during the night. Jabir reported that there came to Allah's apostle a desert Arab and said, Allah's messenger, I saw in the state of sleep as if my head had been cut off, and I had been moving on haltingly after it. Thereupon Allah's messenger said to that desert Arab, do not narrate to the people the vain sporting of Satan with you in your sleep. And the narrator also said, I heard Allah's messenger in his subsequent address, none amongst you should narrate the vain sporting of the devil with him in the dream. Jabir reported that a person came to Allah's apostle and said, Allah's messenger, I have seen in the state of sleep as if my head had been cut off. Thereupon Allah's apostle laughed and said, when the Satan plays with any one of you in the state of sleep, do not mention it to the people. And in the hadith transmitted by Abu Bakr, the words are, if one of you is played with, and he did not make any mention of the word Satan. Chapter 3. Interpretation of Dreams. It is reported, either on the authority of Ibn Abbas or on the authority of Abu Huraira, that a person came to Allah's messenger and said, Allah's messenger, I saw while I was sleeping during the night this vision, that there was a canopy from which butter and honey were trickling, and I also saw people collecting them in the palms of their hands, some more, some less. And I also saw a rope connecting the earth with the sky, and I saw you catching hold of it and rising towards the heaven. Then another person after you catching hold of it and rising towards heaven. Then another person catching hold of it, but it was broken while it was rejoined for him, and he also climbed up. Abu Bakr said, Allah's messenger, may my father be sacrificed for you. By Allah, allow me to interpret it. Allah's messenger said, well, give its interpretation. Thereupon Abu Bakr said, the canopy signifies the canopy of Islam, and that what trickles out of it in the form of butter and honey is the Holy Quran and its sweetness and softness, and what the people get hold of it in their palms implies major portion of the Quran, or the small portion, and so far as the rope joining the sky with the earth is concerned, it is the truth by which you stood in the worldly life, and by which Allah would raise you to heaven. Then the person after you would take hold of it, and he would also climb up with the help of it. Then another person would take hold of it and climb up with the help of it. Then another person would take hold of it, and it would be broken. Then it would be rejoined for him, and he would climb up with the help of it. Allah's messenger, may my father be taken as a ransom for you. Tell me whether I have interpreted it correctly, or I have made an error. Allah's messenger said, you have interpreted a part of it correctly, and you have erred in interpreting a part of it. Thereupon he said, Allah's messenger, by Allah, tell me that part where I have committed an error. Thereupon he said, don't take an oath. Ibn Abbas reported that there came to Allah's apostle a person as he was returning from Uhud, and he said, Allah's messenger, I saw in sleep during the night a canopy trickling butter and honey. The rest of the hadith is the same. It is reported either on the authority of Ibn Abbas or on that of Abu Huraira that a person came to Allah's messenger and said, Verily I saw during the night a canopy. The rest of the hadith is the same. Ibn Abbas reported that Allah's messenger used to say to his companions, He who amongst you sees a vision should narrate it, and I would interpret it for him. And a person came and said, Allah's messenger, I saw a canopy. The rest of the hadith is the same. Chapter 4. The Dreams of the Prophet saw. Al-Nas bin Malik reported Allah's messenger as saying, I saw during the night that which a person sees during the sleep, as if we are in the house of Uqba bin Rafi, that there was brought to us the fresh dates of Ibn Tab. I interpreted it as the sublimity for us in the world and the good ending in the hereafter, and that our religion is good. Abdullah bin Umar reported Allah's messenger as saying, I saw in a dream that I was using miswak, and two persons contended to get it from me, one being older than the other one. I gave the miswak to the younger one. It was said to me to give that to the older one, and I gave it to the older one. Abu Musa reported Allah's messenger as saying, I dreamt while asleep that I was about to migrate from Mecca to a land abounding in palm trees, and I guessed that it would be Yamama or Hajar, but it was the city of Yathrib, the old name of Medina. And I saw in this dream of mine that I was brandishing a sword, and its upper end was broken. And this is what fell in the form of misfortune to the believers on the day of Uhud. I brandished the sword for the second time, and it became all right. And this is what came to be true, when Allah granted us victory and solidarity of the believers. And I saw therein cows also, and Allah is the doer of good. These meant the group from amongst the believers on the day of Uhud, and the goodness which Allah brought after that, and the reward of attestation of His truth, which Allah brought to us after the day of Badr. Ibn Abbas reported that Musaylima al-Kadhdab, the greater liar who claimed prophethood after the death of the Holy Prophet, came during the lifetime of Allah's apostle to Medina and said, If Muhammad assigns his caliphate to me after him, I would follow him. And there came along with him a large body of persons of his tribe, and there came to him Allah's apostle along with Thabit bin Qais bin Shammas, and the Prophet of Allah had a piece of wood in his hand until he came in front of Musaylima in the company of his companions and said, If you were to ask even this wood, I would never give it to you. I am not going to do anything against the will of God in your case, and if you turn away from what I say, Allah will destroy you, and I find you in the same state which I was shown in the dream. And there is Thabit, and he would answer you on my behalf. He, the Holy Prophet, then went back. Ibn Abbas said, I asked the meaning of the words of Allah's apostle. You are the same what I was made to see about you in my dream. And Abu Huraira reported that Allah's messenger said, While I was sleeping, I saw in my hands 2 gold bangles. This had a disturbing effect upon me, and I was given a suggestion in the sleep that I should blow over them, so I blew over them, and they were no more. And I interpreted these 2 bangles as the 2 great liars who would appear after me. and the one amongst them was Al-Anasi, the inhabitant of Sana, and the other one Musaylima, the inhabitant of Yamama. Abu Huraira reported Allah's Messenger as saying, "While I was sleeping, the treasures of the earth were presented to me, and I was made to wear in my hands 2 gold bangles. I felt a sort of burden upon me, and I was disturbed, and it was suggested to me that I should blow over them. So I blew, and both of them disappeared. I interpreted them as 2 great liars who would appear at any time. One is the inhabitant of Sana, and the other is that of Yamama." Samura b. Jundab reported that when Allah's Messenger had performed his dawn prayer, he turned his face towards them, that is, towards his companions, and said, "Did any one of you see any vision last night?"